YouTube? Matt Nassa Beer Reviews. Back with a little beer mail unboxing. Yes, beer mail's on a Monday. I can get down with that. So yeah, we're doing a little bit of beer mail unboxing. This comes courtesy of my boy Dan from Pittsburgh. He wrote me not too long ago saying, "Hey man, I want to send off a box of beer," and lo and behold, we have a box of beer. This landed a couple hours ago, actually, but as is my time, baby time, hanging out with the wife and getting ready for a little massive bean to come along. So we did our nightly ritual, which is eat dinner, hang out for about an hour together, and then watch Jeopardy. We kicked each other's ass in Jeopardy tonight. So now I am going to do an unboxing. Yes, I kind of know a little bit what's going on in this box, but there'll probably be a little bit of surprises too. So let's just dive into the sucker, see what's going on. Like I said, Dan's from the Pittsburgh way, so we're going to see Pittsburgh-based beers. There are also some cellar jams floating around in this sucker, so I'm excited to give it a whirl, give it an open, see what's what. Okay. Hopefully everybody's doing well. It is slowly eking towards spring out here in northwestern New Jersey. It has been decently warm. The snow is melting. I am very, very excited. So, you know what? Let's make some room. Let's take this box, throw it off to the side. Ooh, okay, there we go. And then start unpacking and see what we got. Look at that. Shit flying everywhere. That's how I like to do. So, bags, stuff. Let's see what we got here. Dun, 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 dun. First up, we have a can of Old Thunder Brewing Company. Never heard of these guys. This is their Midnight Blue. This is a Midnight Blue Porter, an American porter brewed with the finest golden promise and layered with European chocolate and caramel malts. It is dark, rich, and comforting. These guys are from Pittsburgh. Yeah, 7% alcohol by volume, so a little bit of a higher ABV kind of porter. But I dig that. Old Thunder. I can get down with that. So there you go. Porter. First beer he pulls a porter, you know it's going to be a good box. This looks like another beer from the same company. This is their Golden Cones. It's got to be easy. India Pale Ale, an American IPA brewed with finest Golden Promise barley and blend of hops from the Pacific Northwest. It expresses flavors of fresh bread and deep tones of citrus and tropical fruit. This is 6.3%. No dates on these cans. So they're pretty much doing the same label over and over again. I get down with that. A lot of people think that's like a kind of boring thing when it comes to a brewery. Oh, same beer over and over again. But I dig that, actually. I like it when breweries do the same thing because when I'm scanning across the aisle and looking for beers, I can kind of pick them out from across the room. So I kind of dig that. We got a little skadoosh. It's this little Beelzebub, 2018 Beelzebub. Okay, here we go. A little bit of Alchemist 2018 Beelzebub. This is just a American Imperial Stout, hop forward. It's going to be cool because we're dealing with a almost 3-year-old can of that. That'll be really, really fun to kind of dive in there to see how that's changed over time. We got a little bit of Dancing Gnome Double Vanilla. Okay. Well, Dancing Gnome Double Vanilla Black Clouds. 11% alcohol by volume Imperial Stout. And this is from 3.5 years ago. Well, 2.5 years ago, sorry. 9/20/2018. So you're talking about vanilla Imperial Stout, 11%. It probably should hold up. I mean, the vanilla might have died a little bit on there, but I don't think that's really going to be an issue for something like that. Bottle time. Okay. Ooh. Roundabout Brewery. I've heard of these guys. I've never had anything from these guys before. Got a little connection heater up here. See, it's weird. I've never seen this before. They must have tried something new. My signal's probably poopy right now. StreamYard is now converted to using like a Wi-Fi signal, I guess, to dictate how well your stream is going. But I'm on the ghettoest internet of all time, so I'm used to that shit. Anyway, we have here, this is Roundabout Brewing. It's Heine's. Heine's, good cheer. This is an actual barrel-aged blended old ale. Actually has me kind of hot and bothered right now. Roundabout Brewery, 2017. So, you're talking about a decent amount of time in this beer. I'm really curious, an old ale, that amount of time, barrel aged. We'll see if it actually is hold up, if it hasn't turned a little bit sour or something like that. So we'll stay tuned. Ooh, that's a cool shape of bottle. Oh, another Roundabout. These guys are old school brewery. Their labels look old school. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and this is their American Wild Ale, 8.1% from 2018. 500 milliliter bottle. That's it. So you get an American Wild Ale. That's all they tell you. Nothing else. I kind of like the ghetto-ness of it. So these are two of my favorites out of the shoot so far. These are packed kind of haphazardly too, so they kind of got me hot and bothered just from a kind of scarily. Oh, this is homebrew. Okay, Green Leaf Brewing Company. This is homebrew. Nice wax cap on here. It's the roasted strong with this one. Oak bourbon, cold brew coffee, vanilla stout, 6.5%. Small beer, but barrel aged. 2020 homebrew. So there you go. Get it over there, so you guys can get a little bit of little Baby Yoda going on. I won't say his real names. I won't spoil it for people who haven't watched Mandalorian yet. Okay. Oh, a little bit of dry log up in this piece. And it is actually dry log. It's not Strange Roots. This is their Port of Sour. It's a port barrel aged sour from dry log from 2017. This is from their short stint. Okay, and then you know what? I have to say, I actually saw your email come through. I thought I responded to it, but if I didn't, I'll do tonight. I will after this live stream. I apologize for that. I did see it come through. So anyway, this is Port of Sour. This is Dry Log's kind of when they rebranded for a little bit. They rebranded. I think it was like 2016, something like that. They not rebranded, but they were still Dry Log. They just did a whole new art design, and then 2 years later, they completely just shifted and changed their name to Strange Roots. But I've always dug what they've done. If you actually go, to like some of my older reviews and stuff like that, older videos, if you type in Dry Log, you actually see a interview I did with Dennis from Dry Log. Super good dude. And then we have Patrick Smith chiming in. Hey, Matt, do you drink a bit of beer every day? I feel like I do these days. Maybe it's a bit a lot. I mean, I have beers more days than I don't. Not every day. I don't know, 3-4 days out of the week, most likely. Sometimes more, sometimes less. I mean, my kids come in, so maybe I'm drinking a little more right now because I know I'm not going to be able to moving into the future, but not every single day. But you know what I mean? Probably, especially now since I'm home now for the foreseeable future until my kid is born and my wife feels comfortable by herself. So, yeah. I've got a little bit more Dancing Gnome up here. This is their Warm Hand Splash. Not sure what kind of beer this is. This is a American Ale, 8% alcohol by volume. This is hyper fresh. This is like 2 weeks old. And it just says American Ale. I assume it's going to be a hazy. We'll have to see what's what. I'm very curious if it is, though, because I haven't had any Dancing Gnome in a while. And the last few Dancing Gnome hazies that I've had, they were a little bit too carbonic acid for me. So I'm curious to see how they land. There's one singular piece of newspaper in here that I kind of feel like I should read, maybe. I'm assuming this is pattern, so I'm going to read it. I don't think there is a note in here. I don't think you mentioned a note, nor do I see one, so I'm not going to read one. And then we're just going to go on to the last beer, which is Dry Log. It's their Atomic Palm, which is ale brewed with apples. I have seen this before. I don't know if I've had it before, but I've always wanted to try it. So that's an awesome Pittsburgh haul. Let's see. And then we have I see Crimey AF. I sorry, zoned out. Did my other message go through? I know you messaged. I believe it came through 2 days ago, maybe, or something like that. I thought I responded, but I might not have. But if you're talking about the chat here, I see 2 messages. I see this one and this one. These are the only 2 I actually see in this stream here. But then again, StreamYard is saying that that my connection's kind of poopy, so it might be on my end, not yours, brother. And Miles Davis chiming in, saying, "What's up, Matt? Sharing is caring." It sure is. This is awesome. It's a very cool kind of mix of Pittsburgh. Sure, you got a little bit of Alchemist in there. That's not Pittsburgh, but we'll allow it. Actually, Kimmick is from Pittsburgh. Maybe he's from PA. Is he from Pittsburgh area? I forget. I interviewed the dude. I should remember. You're talking about Roundabout Brewery. I never had anything from these guys before. Super old school level stuff. You got a little bit of homebrew going on in here. Dry log, OG dry log. I have to bust out my old dry log t-shirt for that new brewery time from the old boys at Old Thunder Brewing Company. And then over here, Dancing Gnome Jams. A little bit of new, a little bit of old, and it should be a pretty fun little journey on these suckers. I'm kind of pumped. It's been a while since I've dug into a bunch of Pittsburgh beers proper. So I'm very appreciative for you sending this box off, Dan. Very cool of you. And and we'll see what's what. Crimey. Okay, nice. I wasn't sure if I had the email address wrong or something when I sent it, but also didn't want to spam with other email. No, that's fine. I missed it. I know it came through. I know for a fact it came through. I thought I responded, but I obviously have not. Clayton Jenkins chiming in. Over under number of days till massive baby shows. Our due date's a week today. So I think we're gonna have one of those babies that comes on time. Only because my family, myself specifically, we're never late. We're never late. 10 minutes early for me is on time. And if I'm on time, I'm like nervous. And if I'm late, I freak out. That's me. That's kind of my whole family is like that when it comes to appointments and timing and shit like that. So I would imagine we come on time, probably 10 minutes early. But who knows? They always say, they say that like your first babies might take a little bit longer, who knows? But they also say that, only 5% of people hit their due date. Combine that with tall women, is Mike McCann, get that gunner gear ready. Yeah, Mike sent me a little onesie, a little Arsenal onesie. You'll see it, don't worry. He sent me a little Arsenal onesie, and it's fucking awesome. Anyway, they say that tall women tend to deliver later after the due date. My wife's 6'1". You know what I mean? So my wife's very, very tall. She's abnormally tall for women. So yeah, we'll see. And Clayton says his first one was 41 weeks. The second was 39. It's all they say that typically the second baby always comes a little bit sooner. But we'll see. My wife, whatever you want to say, I'm not a religious person, but bless her. She's been awesome. Even to like today, she was dancing around, having fun, laughing. She's pregnant. She's a big ass pregnant woman. You know what I mean? So she ain't messing around as far as pregnancy goes. And she's chipper. She's nice. She's doing awesome. We're ready, man. I'm like pumped. Like I'm like literally am just waiting now. That's what I'm doing. That's all I'm doing is sitting here waiting for my baby to come. And I can't wait for it to happen, man. I'm super pumped, super excited. Not sure what it's going to do, how it's going to affect anything, how my future is going to turn out. I don't know, but I'm totally cool, totally ready for it. Super excited. I've said it before on the live streams. I never thought I'd have a baby purposefully. You know what I mean? Like, I went, my whole life not having a kid. I feel like the world is overpopulated as it is, and unless I had a meaningful contribution to give to the world as a human and as genetic material, I would do that if I ever felt that way, and I hadn't. Talking about my wife, and now I am, and I'm all in on it. I'm gonna get all sappy on these reviews now. And start like talking about baby stuff, and you'll see him. I'm sure I'll introduce him on the channel, bring him on, and be like, "Hey, here's a little duder." It's insane. But anyway, back to this unboxing, unbottling. I'm excited for these. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do first. I'll see which one. I'm really, really intrigued about what's going on at the end here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Both from the homebrew, but also this wild ale and this old ale has got me kind of like peak interested in what's going on. But everything looks awesome. So thank you very much, Dan, for sending these off. Disco Pie. That's his name he uses on the old YouTubes. So if you see him, give him a little like, give him a little hello, and tell him thank you for this. I am kind of intrigued. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm intrigued. There's like a little connection thing in my corner now telling me how shitty my internet connection is, and it's like irritating the shit out of me. Ugh. I'm gonna have to. I mean, I can't wait to get regular internet. I live in the boondocks. This is kind of part and parcel living in no man's land. I wouldn't trade it, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm not hanging out tonight, guys. It's Monday. I'm working from home. I gotta wake up tomorrow and do a bunch of shit. We're in fucking all hands on deck mode with my company, who are super fucking awesome because they don't give a shit about me working from home permanently. And well, not permanently, but for extended period of time until I have my baby and all that kind of fun stuff. So, but I've been hustling at work. I'm getting up at 7, working till 5, 6 o'clock. So I can't be hanging out doing all the late night stuffs on the internets. Yeah, Max saying internet connection is shitty. We can tell it's a nice haul. Yeah, such is life. So, and actually, the funny part is I think it probably is a good connection right this second, because that little thing saying my connection sucked went away. So maybe that's why my connection hasn't been that bad or something like that. But anyway, there you go. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little unboxing. We have, like I said, Max chiming in to talk about a connection, and we have Logan chiming in. You always keep it real, man. Hope for all the best for your wife, baby, and you, homie. Appreciate it, brother. Hopefully you're staying safe down there in Florida land. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this little unboxing, man. Hopefully you enjoy me going through these. Hope you're enjoying your end of winter. We're getting towards spring, and I'm infinitely excited to see what happens over the next couple months, and not just as far as family, but just relaxing, heading outside, outdoor beer reviews again. Life is grand. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this unboxing. Hopefully you're enjoying some good beer right now, and